Try yours.
Yeah.
And I also feel like I'm also so ready to go ahead and really start to deconstruct. And I need you all to know that I can't make friends with people who aren't willing to do so. If I'm around you and you're not deconstructing, I know you're paying me money. There's no point. There's no point whatsoever. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and watch this first video, because since we were talking about ICE.
This hearing will discuss the medical abuse of women in the custody of the U.S. government, and that this subject matter is deeply distressing and highly sensitive. 18 months ago, I launched a PSI investigation focused on the medical treatment of women detained by the Department of Homeland Security. It is the bipartisan finding of the subcommittee that female detainees in Georgia were subjected by a DHS contracted doctor to excessive, invasive, and often unnecessary gynecological surgeries and procedures with repeated failures to obtain informed medical consent. This is an extraordinarily disturbing finding, and in my view represents a catastrophic failure by the federal government to respect basic human rights. Among the serious abuses this subcommittee has investigated during the last 2 years, subjecting female detainees to non-consensual and unnecessary gynecological surgeries is one of the most nightmarish and disgraceful. The subcommittee has been thorough, interviewing more than 70 witnesses and reviewing more than 540,000 pages of records. Among the essential questions we will ask today: why are doctors who treat detainees not properly vetted by the Department of Homeland Security, when such a vet would have revealed in this case that the doctor in question had been previously sued by the Department of Justice and the state of Georgia for performing excessive and unnecessary procedures, had been dropped by a major insurer for excessive malpractice claims, and was not board certified? What due diligence did the Department of Homeland Security perform in signing off on each of these procedures? Because indeed, they did sign off on each of these procedures. Why was the inexplicably high number of surgeries performed by a single physician not a red flag that attracted greater scrutiny? What responsibility is borne by the private detention center operator for mistreatment of detainees housed in their facilities when that mistreatment occurs at an off-site medical facility? All of these and more will be the subject of vigorous questioning today.
Wow.
Let's just get through it.
Protesters that participated in a noise demonstration outside of an immigration detention center in Texas were just given prison sentences of 30 to 70 fucking years. One prisoner was given a prison sentence of 100 years. And if you're like me, you're probably wondering what fucking loony bin judge would give anyone a prison sentence for peaceful protest. It's this fuckwit. Mark Pittman has a truly heinous court ruling history. Do y'all remember how the Biden administration was trying to pass an executive order to alleviate student loan debt? Yeah, Mark Pittman said, no, no, no. Mark Pittman also thinks it's unfair for colleges to consider historical racism in their admission process. Mark Pittman is also the reason why 18 to 20-year-olds in Texas can now carry concealed handguns. You can't fucking reform this system. This system allows people like this to be judges. Fuck ICE, fuck cops, fuck the United States carceral and judicial system. Fuck the United States government. Fuck this whole place. Fuck this whole fucking place. Protesters that participate.
I don't know why we're trying to save it.
That's a better question.
Why are we trying to save it? Why are we trying to save a settler colony like the United States of America? It's very confusing to me. Why do you still have, oof. I gotta be careful with my words.
I know, right?
I just got my access back.
I know, right? I know, right? I was about to say, careful, friend.
But what does that say about your quote-unquote free country, right? That I have to do that?